So there's some things that make us really self-conscious, and this is kind of one of them. So roll the titles. So I have a small issue, and well, I call it a small issue. It's kind of not really too much of a small issue for me. The reason I'm having to record this on my webcam is because I have no batteries to go with my main camera. So, and this is kind of one of them important things that kind of needs to be spoken about. And as you've probably guessed by the title, that is to do with dental issues and the NHS. So, we'll put you back in mind. It's about, I'd say about 2 years ago now, maybe more than that. I was out walking a dog that we had when I was living with my friends, and the dog kind of got excited when we were on a walk, and I was starting to swing. The dog came bounding over to me, and as it jumped up on my knee, its head made contact with my mouth and basically split a tooth, and the tooth came out. So since then I have been, well, at the time I was receiving dental treatment, and I went in one day to go and have like a little check done and other stuff, and they gave me injections, but I'd gone to the dentist by myself, which I was quite nervous about anyway. And then the next thing, they sent me down to the waiting room to wait for this treatment to kick in so my mouth would be numb, and I was getting more nervous. So my adrenaline anyway was running. The adrenaline that's in the injection to make the mouth go numb was kicking in, and basically it was an overload for my body, and it caused me to collapse 3 times. It caused me God, I think for a good 10-15 minutes I was out of it, and apparently at one point I was having, I don't remember what you call it, it's basically like a bit of a fit, but that was when they got me back into the surgery and like put the chair basically flat out, so it's like a bed sort of thing, and I was on there, and that's apparently when I started moving, and I wasn't aware of it. At the time, that caused me like massive shock, because I didn't know what was happening with my body. It really scared me, and it kind of sent me into a bit of a bad place. So because I was in that bad place, I then stopped with the dental treatment. Not that long ago, probably within the past year or so, I started going back to the dentist, a completely new dentist this time. I explained about what had happened in the past. This dentist is really good with that, and you know, he always keeps me calm, and he knows how to treat me basically. So I was asking one day, because I had a temporary tooth put in, which is what has been on every single Life with Bev video since I started doing this vlog. But then it was, I don't even know how to describe it. Basically, my 2 front teeth were moving forward and out, and I was getting more of a seeable gap in between the 2 teeth. And then a night, well, last week or maybe the week before, I was sat in here, had an ice cream, and first bite into this like cornetto ice cream thing, and I was chewing it, and it had hazelnuts on top anyway, and I was like, that's a bit of a big nut. I don't know, nut. I don't know. Got it out. There's my tooth. So I'm like, oh, whole mother of God. So, yeah, so I contacted my dentist the next day and went in, And basically, the NHS is really annoying me at the moment. Under the NHS at the moment, because I live on benefits, I don't pay for dental treatments, which is really good. You know, it's like the same entitlements as what people who are paying would have, and all this sort of stuff. And I said, well, you know, one thing that's making me really, really self-conscious is the way the two front teeth are. And it's not the fact that the top of the teeth have actually moved, it's kind of like the muscles controlling the teeth have moved, and they've caused for my front teeth to come out. Not out, that's a completely different issue. But, you know, like move forward. So it got me really, really self-conscious. So the dentist did, I can't remember what to call it. It's where they've got like the gum and they take an imprint of your mouth and you have to like stay like for like 5 minutes while this thing sets and then they yank it out and all that sort of stuff. They did that. And when the results of it came back, under the NHS, as it stands with dental care, you can only get a brace or a retainer if your teeth are like so much percent like out of being straight. And even though mine are really bad, like I would call them really bad, I'm still not entitled to one, and it's really, really annoyed me. So for those of you who are wondering, this missing tooth will be getting put back in. It is due to be going back in. I'm next due in on the 7th of February, so it's like 2-ish weeks away. And that should be sorting all of that out. But the only way for me to actually get a brace is for me to have my teeth either completely fucked up or go private. And bear in mind, like the cost of living at the moment, like the basic cost of living at the moment, I am entitled on benefits to £53.75 a week or something like that, and that does me like the electric, the water, the internet thing I've got, the food, you know, like the basic, well, not really basic, but the living costs, that's fine. I can just about survive with that. My main problem is that it doesn't matter that I don't have money. Part of me still thinks that even if I had the best job going and I was paying for NHS treatment, because it's the same entitlement, whether you get it free or whether you don't, it's the same thing. And I think these people who are in charge of the NHS and who is entitled to what, it needs to be reviewed, like really, really badly reviewed. I mean, kind of, no one actually gets how sensitive I am about like dental things, and no one actually understands how paranoid I feel. You know, the fact is that for the past 4 years, like, I've not been able to really smile on a picture, because inside of me I'm going, I don't look good. You know, and if I don't think I look good, other people can't think I look good, and that does bother me. You know, it really, really bothers me. And yet, you know, if I go and talk to a doctor about this, they will only prescribe me like antidepressants. They will send me to go and talk to a counsellor. They will go and tell me to go and talk to the dentist about it, and it needs looking at, because the dentist can't do anything, because if the dentist was to get me a brace, it's him paying for it out of his own pocket, because the NHS won't cover it. So fair enough, I fully understand why he won't do it, because the NHS won't allow him to. And you know, I haven't got the near enough £700 to go and get a brace. Like, of a Tuesday, when I get my money through, it's spent on that day. You know, it goes on the electric, it goes on the water, it pays bills, it pays for food, that gets brought in, and that's it. That's it. 2 weeks then I have to go with no money. So if I run out of, like, I don't know, bread or butter or something, I can't go and buy more. I don't have money to. You know, and it fucks with your head. It really, really fucks with your head. And although fair enough at the moment the government are not going to put up, like, the living costs for me, like the money that I get, they're not going to put that up because they're all about budget cuts at the moment. So there is no way that they're going to put it up. Even though there are people out there who constantly say to the government, you know what, you've got people and they can't live on the money that you give them. And it's like, well, I can't, but you know, one thing that would help is for me to actually have nice teeth, for me to, you know, like when friends and that come round and it's like, oh, get a group photo, for me to actually be able to smile on it and go, okay, that looks acceptable. But no, this is the NHS for you, and it sucks. It's really bad. Like, it kind of disgusts me to a certain extent. So yeah, so that's why on YouTube I had planned in the back of my mind, I was like, do you know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do all these videos and it'll be really, really good, and now I've got my own space to film whenever I want, and I can do this and I can do that, and then that happens and you're like, okay, I can't. It's bad, I can't. I mean, I can cope with my teeth the way that they are sticking out. I can't cope with not having one there. I mean, all through editing this video and watching it when it's been uploaded, I'll be watching this video going, oh my god, I actually disgust myself. Like, that is not good to look at. And I will feel disgusted about myself. And yet, technically, I actually can't do anything about this. I don't have the money to go and do it, and the NHS are turning around and going, well, that's not quite bad enough for us to do something about. So what's the alternative? Go on medication that alters the chemicals inside your brain. Is that really what you want me to do? Is that it? Honestly, people think that these pills, no! The NHS is set up so completely wrong when it comes to the likes of dental work. It really, really sucks, and it does need changing. So, change. Oh god. So, yeah, that's kind of my rant for the moment, if you like. So, thank you for watching. I apologise about the interference on this. As I'm filming and the camera's here, I've actually got it on my laptop screen down here, and it's showing me that there is some sort of noise in the background. So I apologise if there's like a buzzing or something in the background. I don't know why that is. It's something to do with the webcam, I presume. My only alternative is to use the camera which is on my laptop, and that's just even worse. Just don't get me started on that, was really bad. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I will keep you updated on the tooth or lack of situation, and hopefully it'll be good news quite soon. So see you later.